Hello and welcome to Tatture. I am Jat, and with this video series we will be making objects in the Tatture style, a style that is influenced by tribal tattoos. I will be making a video about every month or so. And to start, we will be working on a medicine cabinet that I found in a thrift store. The finish is a little bit rough. I also think that the plastic bits on the back of the door look kind of cheap, so I'm going to be taking those off and replacing those as well. I am going to begin with the disassembly process by removing the hardware and taking out the mirror. Then I will move on to removing the screws from the sides and pulling everything apart. This will also give me the opportunity to inspect each part for any hidden surprises that might need to be addressed. With all the pieces taken apart, it's time to move on to sanding off the finish. I'll be starting with an 80 grit, and then we'll go to a 180 grit to finish. Now it's time to move on to the wood carving, which will go on top of the cabinet. We are going to go with an overlapping design that will add more depth. I will start by cutting out this drawing to create a template. This will then be taped to wood so I can trace the design and cut it out. To make the design stand out even more, I will add dimension by carving with Dremel bits to create the illusion that the design is overlapping. Finally, I will attach the carving to the top of the panel with screws and wood glue. With the wood pieces ready for our finish, I'm going to prep my wood with a layer of lacquer. This will give me a little more control when I apply the stain. After I was finished with the staining, I wasn't happy with how it turned out. So off camera, I went back, lacquered over everything, and then used some acrylic paint to tone all the wood down to get it to a much darker, more desirable color, and just to even out the tones across the entire piece. Then when I was done with that, I sealed everything with a coat of lacquer. Since my spouse will be using this cabinet, I applied an extra coat of lacquer for durability. The next step is to tackle the tabs that hold the mirror in place. I will be using the scraps left over from the carving to make these tabs. Now I'm going to make a template inspired by my C-shaped thorn motif for the mirror. I will use this template to mask off areas I want to keep intact, while the exposed areas are coated in satin lacquer for an easy etched effect. Now that I have all the pieces refinished and ready to be assembled, I just need a few new pieces of brass hardware. I happen to have an old knob and a couple caps to an old chair that I think will work rather nicely with the towel rack. So I will be incorporating those, and now onto the assembly. Working on this piece was a lot of fun, and I think it came together very nicely. And so please enjoy the review.